Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. Today we're going to be dividing integers. And in this first example, we're asked to find each quotient. So a quotient, all it is the answer to a division problem. Let's take a step back for a second and think about when we multiplied with integers. Well, we found some cool tricks and facts. And these facts, they hold true for dividing integers as well. And what I'm talking about is when you have values that have the same sign, the answer will be a positive value. So if we're dividing with the same sign, in this case, the quotient, we're looking at the quotient or the answer. So what's going to happen to the quotient? Well, if it's the same sign, the quotient will be a positive value. And I'm just going to write positive over here. The answer is positive, or POS for short. So values that have the same signs, what I'm talking about is if you were dividing a positive value by a positive value. So in fact, what I want to do is just put parentheses around these positive signs. So a positive value divided by a positive value, it's equal to a positive value or a positive answer, or your quotient will be positive. In fact, I'm going to write that out, positive. Or the same would hold true if I have a negative value divided by a negative value. These two negative signs, they'll cancel each other out, and your quotient or your answer will still be positive. Well, what happens if you are using, or if you have values that have unlike signs or different signs? Well, if you have different signs or unlike signs in division, your quotient, it's not going to be positive, it's going to be negative. So different signs, they are equal to a negative quotient or a negative answer. So let's take a look at a couple of examples here. If I have a positive value that's divided by a negative value, these have different signs, I'll have a negative answer. Or if I have a negative answer, a value divided by a positive value, my answer again will be negative. Let's keep this in mind when going through these first problems here. So I have negative 20 divided by 5. Well, I'm just going to cover up that negative sign for just a second. I'm just going to hide it behind the highlighter here, and let's just focus on the values. I know that 20 divided by 5 will give me a value of 4. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So we've unmasked that highlight there, and I know that my answer will be the opposite of positive 4. It has to be negative 4. The other way of thinking about this is, well, I have unlike signs here. I have a negative 20 and a positive 5. Since they're unlike, my answer should be negative. And it is. It's negative 4.